Hi everyone, it's Nathan Nemmer here from Mighty Lancer Games. Hi Wicked D, how are you? Going to be painting Axolotl this evening. I'm going to start off with some rosy pink. I've added a little bit of, well, starting off, I've added a little bit of purple in already around the frond bits on its side of its face.
Axel.
Hi!
What are you doing? What's your plan for this axolotl?
So,
Why are you painting?
this is my axolotl for my trio with, I think, Sharon and Deathly. Say I think, I'm fairly certain that's who it's with. And I looked up a picture earlier on and to get an idea.
Yeah, because this is my
Oh yeah. Crazy.
It's a stream all about you.
Yay! Found this fantastic little colour scheme for one of these guys that was pink and purple. So I'm going to start off with this rosy pink, and I'm going to lighten it up with up to some ashen rose for his skin, or her skin, its skin. And then I'm going to paint all of the equipment and what have you on this little chap. I'm going to paint it fairly dark, so muted colours, and I think that should work quite well, hopefully. They're just so cute. I never realised until I started looking at pictures how cute these little guys are. So adorable. They all look like they're smiling all the time. Apart from the manky green one that I saw a picture of.
Aw, that's not very
Yeah.
nice. Hanky green.
Not very friendly to that guy. A little more like a toad.
You big meanie. Well, they are part of the amphibious, froggy, monkey family. Hi, Goblin Squire. Congratulations on your Twitter followers. You'll have to send some our way. We don't do very well on social media followings. Congratulations. Awesome.
Wow, what's the lamb?
Yeah, I reached loads. Super.
Like how much?
Like loads, obviously.
Okay, sorry.
$1,506.
Wowzers.
If you want to be all like precise and stuff.
Cool. Well done.
Precise and stuff like that. So I'm painting, as Sharon said, we're both painting RCL entries that we're doing with Sharon. So this is my duo, the Plague Doctor from Reaper Miniatures. This is the latest Bones 5 version, but we do stock the metal version of Brother Lazarus, is that right? Have I said that right?
Brother Lazarus.
And Sister Hazel is the other pose. But this is the Bones 5 version. Now, yesterday I was painting this off screen while you were all watching Nathan paint various things as he kept getting distracted. And I asked him what colour he thinks I should paint this section here and also the sleeves, because I think that those would probably go together. And he said blue. Don't like that, so I think I'm just going to do them black. I think if I put blue on, then there's going to be too many colours. Because I want it to be quite, dark. After all, she's going around counting, or he's going around counting how many plague victims there are. Because the plague doctors weren't actually physicians, were they? I can't say that word either. They weren't very good qualified doctors. They mainly just went around counting up death tolls. putting lots of lovely smelly things in their beaks so that they didn't smell the horrid smells from all the people dying.
Is that right?
Well, I believe so. I'm sure that somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. I'm very often wrong, so I mean, you know. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I am. So that's what I'm doing, and I am painting his mask in khaki, however you say it, from Vallejo. And then I think I'm just going to do it black and not blue. What does everybody else think? What do you think? Blue or black? What do you all think? Wicked D says, "Whoops! Some cherry brandy just fell into my glass of Coke. What a catastrophe! Oh dearie me." Yeah, I don't know. We've got to get up early in the morning. No cherry brandy. I've got water. What have you got? Oh, you've got water too.
Water.
So go on. You can tell us why you're painting yours bright purple.
Because I found this fantastic image online of a really cute pink axolotl that's got purpley accents on it and what have you. So I'm going to start off with this rosy pink it is, which is a nice purpley pink, I would describe, from Reaper Miniatures. This is one of the HD paints that we've got in our cupboard. So I'm going to paint it as this, with its skin as this as a base coat, and then we're going to work our way up to much lighter colour, and it should hopefully look like the picture which I've found to work from. So I want it to be, I think it was Tony as well suggested yesterday, this kind of scheme with like darker pinks in the recesses up to a very light pink, and that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. So thank you, Wicked D. Wicked D says our minis are looking awesome. So very exciting news today. Our first shipment of Green Stuff World has arrived by a different courier to last time, so it seems we might have a little bit more organisation, and the next shipment has been dispatched from Spain, so, and that's coming with UPS, so hopefully that won't get stuck in customs for ages either.
And what's on this shipment then?
So the one that's arrived today has colour shift sprays in, which look absolutely awesome, but in my rush to get home I forgot to pick them up, so I'm going to have to nip down and get them later. So Mrs MLG can get them added for us tomorrow, if that's alright, my darling. So there's 8 colours, and that means that anyone who doesn't have an airbrush can spray their minis with these amazing products, which would be fantastic for undercoating, say, a large Tyrannid army all in one fell swoop if you didn't have access to an airbrush. And in the shipment that has been dispatched today, that's going to be all of the other stuff, or the majority of the other stuff, should we say, the majority of the other stuff. So restocks of paint and rollers and green stuff, resin molds, all sorts of awesome bits and pieces. Oh, tufts and other coolness from those clever guys at Green Stuff World. And then we'll have possibly a third or fourth shipment heading towards us as well. Depends whether they split the next batch of aerosols out into a separate shipment like they did with this one, or not. I did ask that it all get combined into one, but I think that might slip the net. Does it need tightening up, maybe?
Don't know. You get to tell us.
Alright then, so that's... look at the state of this brush. Really doesn't like that, does it? Right then, so we've done the basics of his skin. I'm going to paint his eyes in. So the one that I was looking at had really nice deep blue eyes. So what I'm going to go for is some abyss blue for his eyeballs, and then we're going to highlight those up with a little bit of night sky blue, I think. I'm going to get that on. Switch over to my finer paintbrush so I don't paint his entire face. Like I just have.
Pete says you've all got to hydrate. Hydrate with your cherry brandy, Wicked D. Get some hydration going on. We'll have some water. In my Wall-Top Brewery glass. Woo!
Yeah, we're drinking water out in alcohol glasses.
Yeah, well, you know, it's the thought that counts.
Oh, there we go. Super. See if we can do a better job on his other eye.
If Wicked D is hydrating with cherry brandy, Goblin Squire says, I think we should all redeem hydrate wherever possible. Yeah, let's see how much cherry brandy Wicked D can actually hydrate with. Pete nearly finished moving. Excellente. Good, good.
Ah, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't know Pete was moving.
I told you yesterday in yesterday's stream. All like out loud and stuff like that. You were maybe concentrating on your 25,000 different projects
I think
that
so.
are going on. And haven't noticed.
I think so. That might be. That might be it.
Wicked D says, fools! Ha! You shall be point broke. Yeah, you staying in town, Pete, or are you moving away?
Right then. Here's me black.
I am just trying to make this black not look quite so flat. With a little bit of a highlighty thingy. And Goblin Squire says, hydrate. Hydrate, Wicked D, come on. Pete says he's moving about a mile. If you just like put all your stuff on your back then and carted it down, it was only a mile away. What do we reckon?
Yeah, Goblin Squire says, okay, so you can still be an MLG when needs be. Yeah, when he needs to advertise your stream very loudly for you.
Yeah. Maybe that's why you've got your 1,500 followers. Pete's shouting about you in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should shout about us and then we might get that many. Or maybe we should put some more interesting content on and then we might get that many.
Well, I've been doing some research
Oh dear.
and watching some TikTok.
Oh, that doesn't count as research.
What do you mean? I need to see what everybody else is doing so that we're not duplicating their content.
Yeah, you've done awesome, Goblin Squire, getting that many on Twitter. It's really, really good. Well done. I'm not jealous at all. Sharon says, you made me get up and get a beer. Oh, look, we're making everyone drink, and we're drinking water. It's not us.
I have got a bottle of wine for later.
I'm glad I drink wine, so that'll just be you.
Yep, that's just
He
me.
says, yes, when I'm not making people hydrate at the pub. Yeah, we've got a couple more on Twitch, Goblin Squire, but we certainly haven't got that many on Twitter or Facebook or anywhere else. Never mind. We like our loyal followers. I need to put on better content to get more followers on these social media things. I don't know what colours do the handle of the knife. What colour shall I do the handle of the knife?
Blue.
Blue, you're obsessed. Why do you want everything to be blue?
Because you ignored my suggestion for the other
like
thing,
it,
so
yeah.
I'm just saying blue.
I didn't like your suggestion. So yeah, I did ignore it, you're right. I don't think it'd look right.
Okay.
And then I'll never know now because I didn't do it. It might have been the best decision ever to paint that bit of cloak blue. It might have been, wow, that's really brought out the colours. And I just went, no, you're alright.
No, you've suggested it, I don't know.
That's not true. It's not true. It wasn't just because you suggested it. You hardly ever suggest things to me. No painting help is gathered from you. Despite the fact you've been doing it for a million years.
It's because I'd keep telling you I'm not actually any good.
You can't say that when people are watching you paint.
Yeah, they come for your witty
I don't
repartee.
I don't think so. Witty repartee. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. You're not even painting on screen. You've got that entire massive, huge screen.
Do you know, I put this bit of paper here so I'd try and force
You
myself
put that
to...
bit of paper there so you couldn't paint on it.
Yeah, so I'd try and force myself to paint on it because I have less space.
What are you like? What are you like? Got to hydrate. Right, come on Sharon, get that beer down you. Oh, Wicked D, get that cherry brandy in you. Everybody else, get your water. All you sensible people, get your water. I put a short...
Ah, no!
Talking about TikTok, I put a short up on YouTube today, which is just one of our TikToks of when we went to Bempton Cliffs the other day. Really calm, nice sounds of the sea crashing against this rock. It looked really cool, so I took a video of it because I thought it looked really cool and the sounds really nice, and the gannets are all flying around and stuff like that. And then people on Discord want to know who was holding my legs because it looks like I'm dangling over the cliff just to get this video. It's like, yeah, just hanging over a cliff just for you lot, just to film these nice, pretty scenes for you. Risking life and limb. I wasn't, by the way. That would be very silly. But, yeah.
You need more dedication.
Yeah, need more dedication. Get yourself slung over that cliff edge. So, Mr MLG over there has fallen into the TikTok trap. Fallen completely headfirst into the TikTok trap and is now very firmly in the TikTok trap. So, he decided. I asked him to make a TikTok. I gave him some suggestions and I asked him to make the TikTok for our channel, obviously. And he had a go and he did really well, and then he decided that he needed to watch TikTok to get more of an idea about it, and now he's just watching TikTok and I'll just catch him just watching TikTok, and he tries to tell me it's for research purposes, but it's not, because he's just fallen into the trap that we're all in now. Me and Wicked D are in this trap. We're all in it together, where we go, oh, I'll just check TikTok, and then an hour later we're still watching TikToks, and we're thinking to ourselves, especially me, thinking to myself, what am I watching this for? It's silly. And oh look, I'm still doing it. That's right, Wicked D. It'll never let you go. Never let you go now. Now you've started. Goblin Squire says, I like the dangling over a cliff to falling into TikTok. Yeah, like the segue from dangling over a cliff to falling into TikTok. Yes, nice transitions that I do there. Like, yes. Wicked D says, I've been so good. I've not been on for a week. I don't believe you. Don't believe a word of it. Don't believe you at all.
I only had a look while I was cooking tea.
I know, but I could hear it from the other room.
It's because different people have their volumes all set different, don't they? So it's...
I listen to it without any sound, you see, because there's no control, there's a lot of swearing, and as you all know, very prudish, and Little Miss is often around, so I listen to it without the sound on, which sometimes makes it even more interesting, because then you're just guessing what they're actually talking about. But you had the sound on really loud, and to be fair, Little Miss was with Grandma, but yeah. They are funny, some of the stuff that's on there. You did your TikTok about dice, didn't you? Do you want to tell everybody what your TikTok was about?
It was about what dice you need for D&D and like just describing what they are, kind of like for beginners, because quite often you say to people, if you like, they come and they play D&D for the first time in the shop and what have you, and you might be running a game and say, right, roll the D10, and they look at you like you've got 3 heads, because they don't actually know which one's the D10. So I just did a little quick video explainer.
I still don't know what any of them are. I look at you with like you've got 3 heads when you tell us to roll in Pathfinder, because they all look the same. Especially when you say
I've done you a video guide now.
Roll that D8, and that just looks the same as that other one. And then you all go, because it's just me. Everybody else is all right. And then you all go like, no, not that one, that one. I know which the D20 is, that one's quite easy. And the pyramid-y thing that I need, that one's alright. But yeah, everything else, nope, no idea. Peter's resumed hydrate. Come on, Wicked D, come on, Sharon, hope you're all still joining in. Everybody else, grab your water. Let's all hydrate healthily together. Are we ready? There it is. Ah, what was that? You just splashed that all over your face.
It was a splosh, that's what that was.
Who brought you to the party?
I don't know.
You big splosh head. So we are, as per usual on Tuesday, streaming until 8, and then I assume we're coming over to you, Goblin Square. Are you fighting fit? Are we heading your way at 8 o'clock? What are you up to? Goblin Square says, if I keep hydrating at this rate, I won't make it through my hour on stream without a break. Oh, and Sharon nearly went for the paint water. Don't drink the paint water. Don't drink that. That's no good. So what are you painting tonight then, Goblin Squire? What are we raiding over to be seeing? Hi, Moxie. How you doing?
Hi.
Goblin Squire is working on an owl bear. Cool.
Awesome.
Is that the one that you're doing with Wicked D? We were talking about that last night. I do believe. Yeah. I do believe we were talking about that one last night, and I got myself confused because I thought it was the other one, but it's the what was it called?
Lowland
Owlbear. It certainly is. Ah, there you go. So this is my duo with Sharon. So far, I played Doctor. This is how he's looking so far. I can't paint very well on stream because I don't have much room, but
you've got more room than normal tonight because I sorted it out for you.
Yeah, I haven't done because that's just normal over there. But I appreciate the thought. So this is how he's looking so far. But I don't know what colour. What do you all think? I don't know what colour to do this blade handle. Because I'd normally just do it black, but then it's just black and there's some more black. No, I'm still in the cupboard. So I don't know, what do we think? So he's got a black cloak. There's his cloak. And he's got... Oh, thank you, Moxie. Moxie has subscribioed. What's the matter?
I just heard a big noise from the kitchen. I didn't know what it was.
Dishwasher.
Thanks, Moxie.
Dishwasher.
Made even worse by the fact that I put it on.
Yeah.
You were doing such a good job. So I have progressed here to painting some black. So I'm going to do a lot of like dark browns and metals on this guy. So I'm going to just blocking in all the areas that are going to be these different colours with the black, because I want his skin to be really the kind of focal point of the figure. So I'm just sorting this out, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to touch up the pink where I've gone over the edges. Our house does make some very strange noises as it's warming up and cooling down. And if you just heard that massive crunch, that was the roof. Not our new roof, this was the orangery roof. So yeah, just touching in some black. I've blobbed over a couple of areas already, so standard for the course with my painting, even though I've got my magnifying glasses on and I'm using a very small paintbrush. Clumsy painting happening here. Come on. There we go. Right. So he's got a couple of different bits going on that I haven't done in with the black. In fact, I am going to just do that bit there on his backpack. I've no idea what these things are. I've not looked at any painted examples of these figures to see what other people have done with them. Maybe I should have done, but just I'm guessing that that's the handle of a weapon or something that he's got stuck in his backpack. So I've left these couple of tiny little bits of cloth showing under his arms, or at the top of his arms, and this weapon scabbard here across his chest or across his waist. So I'm going to do that in a lighter brown, and the handle of this weapon, we're going to do that a lighter colour as well. So that's the reason I've left those. And then, yeah, right, let's sort the pink out. Let's sort that pink out. So this is Rosy Pink from Reaper. This is one of the HD paints. So I'm just going to touch in those bits where I've gone over the pink with the black. Just touch those up slightly. And then the next step will be to start lightening these areas that are painted black with a variety of different colours, browns mostly. Want his equipment to be fairly dark, so his skin looks cool and bright.
Oh, it's very pink.
It is, yeah.
I mean, it's like pinky pink, pink, pink.
It's gonna get less and less bright pink as we go along.
Ah.
But we need to get the other bits done first.
You're not keeping it like bright pink then?
No. No.
Why not?
Because I want it to be.
You want it to do what?
I want it to be a different colour. I want it to be like this. I can't show you the picture. That's the problem, because it's on my little screen here at the side of me. Right, let's paint those bits in under his arms. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use I think we're going to do those with a little green. And that'll be the only bit of green on it, I think. So a tiny little bit of green. In there. What green is this? This is forest green from Reaper. Which is the colour that I used yesterday to base coat my orc bust.
Is that why you're using it? Because it's there?
No, it's because it's a dark green that shouldn't take the focus away from the pink.
Fair enough.
And it was just there.
That's what I was saying.
It's not because it was there at all.
Yeah.
I was just saying that because you had said it, and I thought it might be funny. Right. One sleeve.
One sleeve? What's he actually wearing then?
So he's got, I think, armour on. I don't know what kind of character. I think he's supposed to be a druid.
Well, there were characters that weren't they?
Yeah.
Say that they were.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be a druid with this like little sickle thing going on. So it would make sense for me to paint him in all kind of different tones of brown, I guess. So he's got like leather armour on, and then he's carrying this little sickly thing. I'm going to have a little bit more pink. I've just realised I've got some more black on him than I thought I had. All there. Clumsy. Smeghead.
What are you doing now?
Touching up the black that I've blathered all over him.
What you like. So I am going to attempt to make this sword look, or this dagger or whatever it is, look a bit better. That is what I am going to attempt to do now. So I have added some stitching marks on his mask. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
Stitching marks on his mask.
That looks awesome.
Looks blurry. There you go. So that's his mask. I have done the hilt of the sword in brass as Sharon suggested. Turns out I couldn't think of anything else and sounded like a good suggestion to me. So I've done that, and then I want to just make this sword maybe look a little bit more interesting. I've added some highlights to his belt and pouch with skeleton bone from Army Painter, which is what I used for the mask. I used khaki from Vallejo and skeleton bone together, and then I've added some highlights to his pouch and his belt with those colours. Can't get the bottly things. I mean, that just looks a bit rude to me because I painted them red. But I can't get them to look better, so I might paint this one. Oh, looks splotch paint everywhere. I might paint, because I can't see the figure because of the camera. I might paint this one blue just for Mr. because he wants me to paint something blue, so that there's not just two red bottles. Let's call them bottles hanging off his pouch. I might paint, or maybe the one at the front. Might paint that one blue, which would make it quite dark blue now that I've only painted it red. So I'm going to try and make this sword look a bit more interesting. Currently it has got Gunmetal by Army Painter on it. So I'm going to put a little bit of black and a bit more gunmetal on it to try and make it look better. It might go hideously wrong, but oh, you never know. It might not, so let's see. I'm not going to do, obviously, not going to do any non-metal nonsense. But just make it a bit of a different, contrasty colours.
No non-metal nonsense.
No non-metal
Why ever not?
nonsense. Well, because I've only been painting for 8 months.
That doesn't matter.
I'm not getting involved in that nonsense. Yeah, I'll leave that kind of thing up to you.
Yeah, well, all the time I've been painting and I still can't do it.
So what are you on with now?
Yeah, I am adding some Russet Brown into the clothing or the armoury bits on my little
Keep looking at the
guy.
camera, I'm sorry. My paintbrush is too long. Well, it's not. My paintbrush is the right size, but the camera's quite long.
So, Russet Brown, the best brown.
It's not though, is it?
It is for me. So, yeah, Russet Brown from Reaper, my favourite brown. I'm just going to base coat in.
He likes it too. Being ganged up on now.
I don't know why you don't like it, to be fair.
Because it's like baby poo.
No, it isn't. You've just got to.
like dark colours.
Well, this is a dark colour. You've just got to, like, doesn't matter. You put it over lighter undercoats, don't you? And then it does look baby poo.
Yeah, baby poo. Baby poo, baby poo.
So, I've done doing this, and then once I've done this little tickle of brown, I'm going to move on to a lighter brown for some of the other things. He's got a little pouch going on.
Sorry, Goblin Squire. Sorry, I do apologise. Yes, that would have made more sense. I don't even know. The tune that I sang was something that me and Little Miss sing, and really completely forgot I was on stream there for a moment, just singing along to myself. Pete says everybody's got to hydrate everybody, come on. Sharon says, does anybody have suggestions for a very dark brown, like ebony, almost black, aside from mixing it? I want one out of the bottle to keep in consistency. But I haven't found one. No, I haven't found a dark one I like. I want a really dark one. I use wood stain.
This. I like this.
Oh, maybe that's why I've not tried that, because you've got it.
Black and brown.
What's it look like there?
What, on a mini? Well, I'll tell you what.
Use wood stain.
I'll use some next and show you.
Yeah, you show us what that's like, because maybe I've not used it because you're stirring it over there. And now I'm. But that's wood. Oh, it's wood grain. That's that one. But it's still not super dark, that one. But yours might be. Goblin Squire says Rhinoc Tide over Black Primal works well. Sharon says I use blackened, but it's still too light.
Yeah.
I've lost my silver now. I've moved my palette. I don't know where it's gone.
I'm going to use it for his cloak.
Ah.
What else have I got? Yeah, I don't know what I've got that might be any darker than this, to be fair.
There's an OGW one.
Not really too familiar with all the GW paints, to be fair, because we use these. Yeah, it does, actually, when I poured this out of the bottle, it doesn't look as dark as I remember.
Yeah.
The other one that I use is this German camo black brown from Vallejo from the Panzer series.
Oh, what's that look like?
Let me
Stick some somewhere and then we can see.
So, black and brown is that one. And a bit of paper. And camo black brown is that one.
That looks dark. That looks dark, Sharon. Does it look dark to you? Because sometimes the camera's a bit poop, innit?
Yeah, it is very dark. Very dark. Can I? If I lift it up. So this is black and brown on the left, and this is the German camo black brown from Vallejo here on the right.
Does that help at all? At all?
And we haven't got any ebony skin, so I can't really show you that.
If we did, we would.
Yeah.
Because maybe I've got a weird bottle to use to say it's a lot lighter than that. I've never used that fucking stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. When you tip it out onto the palette, it definitely looks because it's this one here that you can just see at the bottom of the thing with my finger and my brush next to it. There, that one there. That's the black, and it definitely looks like a reddy brown. But once it's on the mini, it's it does tend to dry darker. So I'm going to paint it. I'm going to use it for his cloak, and I'm going to paint it over this black undercoat, and we'll see what it comes out like. Super. Sorry. So, here's a question. Does anybody know, does anybody have any experience of planning permission?
Oh, God.
And, well, we've been talking, haven't we, about...
Planning.
Yeah, I know. Well, someone in the thing might be an expert on like planning regulations and know what you need.
Go on, well, you haven't actually looked at anything yet.
No, well, I've tried searching, but I couldn't find anything obvious. So we've been thinking about getting a sign on the side of the shop. So there's an alleyway down the side of the shop that leads to the next street over. Anyone local will be familiar with. And down the side of the alleyway, we haven't really got a great deal of advertising or anything on there because it's used as a main thoroughfare by a lot of people, but it's very much out of the public eye, shall we say. And
we want a sign that sticks out from the side, and we know we have to get planning permission for a sign that sticks out from the side of the building, and I just wanted to know if anybody knew anything about planning permission for a sign that sticks out the side of the building. Yep. Was that it? Was that what you were going to say?
yeah.
Oh.
You-
Oh, it doesn't have to be illuminated, does it? Just a
No.
sticky out sign from the side of the building, but we're in a conservation area as well, so we have stricter planning. We're not a listed building like the one that Wicked D lives, practically lives, like the one that Wicked D works in, which is on the same street, but it is in a conservation area, so we do have to be careful with signage. But yeah, one of them sticky out signs, so that when you stood at the other end of the alleyway, you can see that there might possibly be a shop down here that you might want to come and look at. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
It's fine. That's all I was going to say. You said it, so I don't need to.
Well, I know we've only got 10 minutes left.
Have we?
I know. Wikidee says my accent isn't commercial buildings. I know that. I think we just need to do a better search. Maybe you ring the council and ask.
Yeah.
I know it would be different if we wanted it to be illuminated, but we don't because we're not open when it's that dark. We just know that people at the other end of the alley, who are not local obviously, don't know that we're down there. I mean, we're on the market street. We're on a massive main street, but when you're behind the building, you might not necessarily know that street is even there, if you're not from round here. So it would just be handy. Now, what do we think to the blue bottle? I'm not sure I like that either now. I know. What do we think? What does everybody think? I'm not sure.
So, I like it. I like the blue bottle.
Oh, Robin Squire likes the blue bottle too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if Wikidee's not showing the blue bottle or if we're still talking about planning permission. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's tough now, it's blue. Yeah.
What colour would you change it to if you changed it?
Well, I don't know, I'm not sure.
Why don't you,
Maybe should have done the other one blue and kept that one red.
Why don't you make it like glowing?
Because I don't know how to do that.
You can paint it.
I don't want to know any OSL thingy, whatever it's called.
Oh, right.
Don't want to do none of that lark. None of that lark.
You don't want to get the Tesseract glow out.
I don't want to get the Tesseract glow out now. Don't know. I'm not sure. It's a bit tough now because I painted it blue, haven't I? Like a giant moon pants.
Overpaint it with whatever you want.
Oh, Moxie says I should make it brighter blue. Is that the problem? Yeah, I haven't put any highlights on it yet, Moxie. You could try darkening the top of the bottle so it doesn't look completely full. Oh, this is all too technical for me, you guys. Look at you all being all technical and stuff. Technical. Let's have a look, see what we've got going on. Well, Nathan keeps you entertained with loads of wonderful stories.
I don't know, you are funny.
Hello,
Because you know that I struggle to, like, speak and do things at the same time. Right, so I'm going to... here we are. Let's just have a quick look at Mr. Axolotl. So, Russet Brown for the body of his armour here in this piece. And we've gone for black and brown on his cloak. And then we've gone for camo black brown for these shoulder guards pieces and this pouch here, which I've just realised that I've missed the underside of next to his leg. So there we are. And then the next thing that I'm going to try and do without getting paint over everything else on the mini is we're going to use some driftwood brown for the haft of his scythe little thing. Hydrate! So we'll do weapon handles with this driftwood brown. Paint on my finger end, that's not good. This is very light. There's a bit of fabric or something there. I'm not quite sure what colour that's supposed to be. What part of his equipment or whatever that is supposed to be, but we'll figure that out in a minute. I think that this piece that I'm painting now, the haft of his thing, I think this is supposed to be like a thigh bone or something from another creature. So this driftwood brown will be the base coat for this being a bone colour. In there. No, in fact, I'm just gonna, it's got some little wrappings on, like rope or cord or something, so I'm going to paint those in this same colour so that I can lighten those up as well. And hopefully you can all see what I'm doing, and my massive head is not in the way of the camera. So, bony thing done there. That's that, and we'll just do this little piece here. Handle of whatever cleaver or what have you is got in this other pouch. Wonderful. And also gonna do those little, oh, that's too wet, do those little binding pieces on there as well. And that's got a little strap that goes up to his belt. There we go. Marvellous. Marvellous. And then I need to find a completely different brown to do the shaft of that thing. In fact, let's go with the black and brown, I think, that we had here for the body of this thing. Yeah, I was just concentrating just on that tiny little bit there. There we go. So.
Does that look any better, everybody?
Yeah, I like that. That looks really good.
Does that look better?
Yeah.
Better than it did.
Definitely.
Good. Thank you. Right, we've got 5 minutes before we steal you all away and take you over to the lovely Goblin Square.
Awesome.
So, if you've got any questions about any paint that we've used or what we're doing, then now is the time to ask. I don't know what else we've got to tell you.
But no, nothing really. Today's been fairly uneventful, apart from the things that I've already mentioned.
And I've been out with the family while you've been working hard.
I know. I missed out, didn't I? I was hoping that I would get to do something, and then I just got a message that didn't really make any sense. So that was why I had to ring you and find out what was happening.
Nice coming, Squire. We'll see you in a minute or two. Well, 4. I'll see you in 4 minutes. Where did I go today?
Pocklington, Burnby Hall.
Yeah, with Grandma, Grandad, my mum and Dad, and little Miss. While you were busy beavering away, working super hard.
Well, I was going to finish what I was doing, and then I was coming home so we could all go and do something.
You were later than you said, because obviously when you got to the shop, when you got to work, there was... Oh, hi, Tony. You just in time to be stolen across to Goblin Squire. There was a problem with printers and postage and whatnot, so you had to sort all that out, you see.
Technical difficulties.
Which obviously got resolved fairly quickly. Thanks, Moxie. Take care.
Cheers, thank you.
Got resolved fairly swiftly because you are awesome, as we know.
Well, I don't like to say, but...
Do you think I should put a wash on his face? Or not? I haven't put any washes on anything yet. Do you think I should put a wash on his face, or do you think it looks alright?
I think it looks alright.
Yeah.
What colour are you painting the eye lenses?
Well, I have, thanks. I have painted the eye lenses, thank you very much. Why, what would you suggest?
I don't know, I would have thought darker against the
well, they're supposed
thing.
To be glass.
Yeah. Well, now you've said that, I kind of see it. I think the light... Because I'm not looking at the figure in front of my hand, is it?
Sweetie, it's fine. If you've got suggestions are always welcome.
No, I would have done them a little bit darker, but they might be a little bit darker in real life.
Yeah, they're not quite as shiny as that light is making them out on the screen. I'll show you when we've gone, and then you can tell me what you think.
Yeah, but I really like it. I think it looks awesome.
Looking alright. Trying to stab your thing. Time to get you.
No.
So when are we streaming next, my darling? Or when are you streaming? Because you stream on your little toddly out.
I know. Well, yeah. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. You're making me stream on my own.
You always stream on your own on Wednesdays? Stop being a silly sausage. What are you painting?
I am going to tomorrow. I'm going to paint some of my Bushido figures.
Alright, back to Bushido.
Yeah. I'm going to paint those tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow I will be taking somebody through a demo of Warhammer 40,000 tomorrow afternoon.
At the shop.
At the shop.
Okay.
So I've got that to do.
But that won't affect the stream, no?
No, it won't affect the stream. I was just saying this. It just
okay.
Popped into my head. Random information.
Is this a new person that's not played before?
Yeah, so someone that wants to learn, obviously, and doesn't know where to start. So I'm gonna try and give him a bit of a intro.
Oh, cool. So we are going to end the stream, and we're all going to head over, if you care to join us, to Goblin Squire, and we're going to end the stream on Wicked D saying, can I just say randomly, blue tack is yucky. Yes, if you like, you can say that. So we're going to go over now. Hopefully it will work, because it didn't work the other day. Oh no, there we go. And he's still got his going to be starting soon screen up, so you haven't missed anything. Thank you very, very, very much for joining us. We really, really appreciate you being here. And hopefully we'll see you at 8 o'clock tomorrow, which is Wednesday, for even more painting fun.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks everybody. Thank you very much. And we shall try my very best to go over and raid in on Goblin Squire. Don't forget to refresh your page once you get over there. Thank you.
Thanks everyone. See you soon.